Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Hope we're doing all good. Hope we're doing all good. So today I want to talk about what are some things you guys are doing to keep you guys calm and collective during this pandemic. Maybe you guys don't watch the news as much or don't watch it at all. Because, most of the time, we're being honest, it's fear based most of the time. They give us like 8 things to be fearful about and 2 things to be positive about. But where's the balance in that? It doesn't make sense. But anyways, what are some things you guys are doing? Maybe that's getting up in the morning, being grateful for another day, not putting too much focus on what people are saying, like friends and family, just staying to yourself, maybe doing certain activities you love to do throughout the day that keeps you in that state of not only positivity but in the state of a clear mind. You get me? Instead of worrying about what's going on, because I'm not saying this pandemic is completely fake or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no one's getting sick or anything, but at the same time, whatever you focus on grows. Like a plant. Say you have water, right? You have different types of plant. Whichever plant you water down, of course, that one's gonna grow more than the other ones. So it's the same thing. What are we putting our focus on throughout the day? What is it? Maybe if it's an activity we like doing, if that's being on social media. What are things that you're putting focus on? And in my own life, I've noticed whenever I start focusing on things that are gonna benefit me, I start seeing more things of that, and I start even getting a more like a drive to do it. Instead of waking up and then probably just going on my phone, just like, oh, what? That's crazy. This many people died today. Oh shoot. Well, I wanted to go out, but you never know. Maybe I could get it over there. So therefore, I stay where I'm at, not doing anything. Why? Because I'm putting my focus in a certain energy that can keep me in that same cycle. You get me? In that same space. But if we continue to do us, not acting, but just being where you're at and what's happening in front of you. You get me? If there's no chaos happening in front of you, then why should you bring it to yourself? you get it? And it isn't easy, especially when you have friends and family who are putting a lot of focus on what's been going on. Like there's days when I'm just chilling on my own, or I could be chilling with friends as well too. And then out of nowhere, they were like, "Hey, like, yo, have you seen this? How many people have gotten sick or even died in this state or that state?" I'm like, "Oh shoot! I haven't, but that's crazy that it's happening." But at the same time, what does it have to do with me and you? Like at this moment, you get me? What does it have to do with it? And it doesn't have to do with anything. But that the fact that you're putting focus on certain things, you're gonna see more things of that coming. So this thing happened or that thing happened. Like, okay, it may be happening. It may or may not be happening. But it's not happening here. You get me? In this space. So therefore, why should I put my focus on that? Just to keep me chained up, all fearful? Things like that isn't worth doing. Just do things you love doing. Maybe that's going to the park, probably shooting some hoops, or playing tennis, soccer, maybe singing in your room. It could be anything. Drawing, dancing. I love to dance. Dancing. Anything that keeps you moving. Keeps the body moving. The mind clear, the heart open. Because the more you just think about certain things that are not benefiting you, of course, then of course you're gonna feel useless to yourself. You're gonna feel like a victim to whatever you're putting your focus on. That's not helping you grow. So yeah, just be really conscious on what energies are roaming around you. That may be maybe people focusing on even themselves. Maybe there's something going on in their life, and a lot of times we may project it onto others. So a lot of times they're like, oh, this is going on in my life, so therefore this person should hear about it. Subconsciously, of course, they don't tell themselves that, but they just do it. And then maybe if you're not aware, you're like, oh shoot, like damn, I feel bad now. But for what? For what reason? It may be because of the people you're around is in the low vibration, and it can keep you low. Well, of course, low vibration, it can keep you lower. And yeah, people around you may affect you as well, if you allow them to, of course. But if you don't put yourself in certain situations, and there's no choices, you get me? Because you're in another spot where you don't have to be worrying about certain things, you get me? So yeah, guys, just really really ask yourself what you want to do throughout the days. Do you want to stay at home thinking about what's going on, or do you want to be freely doing whatever you want to do because you choose to? You see? So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.